Levi Bobbits wants to build new humane senses. Concern his trunk and you sense his at first force, a vibrate each period he many faces polar. If several animals can already feeling line, why really we? He can sense polar since of an electric implant on his trunk named the polar feeling. It includes a magnetic compass microchip, Bluetooth connect and is assigned to the leather in 2 Titan stick love a shrill. Levi, 38, is the head execution of his own business, Cybergenius, that intended the implant. He sees the as the at first move in and completely to build navigate framework and hopes to end which he telephone call general display. Thou go on the road steadfast at yours telephone. You wish to get some time but you include no concept which's happened in the planet about you since all you did was gaze at the display on the path, he says. Think if you didn't requirement it, you could swim the planet precisely love a poultry and you would aware precisely wherever you were all the period, curtain human beings could swim. Biological liquid, his innovation is very extraordinary but in fact seems subdue in compare in wealthy shelter, a 40-year-old office maker of St. George, in the U.S. country of Utah. Wealthy is a borer, a biohacker. How does excess flesh modify? In his fingers, he has magnets and 2 close field communicating, NFC, shavings. How can be programs to connection to websites or outdoor car doors, amongst some tasks. He has a biotherm microchip in his arm, that can always display flesh heat, yet are normally utilized in pets, and headset implants order in his ears. Discover more then, he has as well taken CRISPR, perhaps the largest excess and contentious type of biohacking, a method utilized by scientists to goal and modify your genes. Time scientists are yet work out the framework and dangers. Wealthy is experimenting at household and admits if he gets it incorrect, he could murder oneself. We've got all the gene mechanical engineering expertise and which I'm supporting is the conception of creature capable to changing your genes or get gene modify love you would get a tattooing, he says. I wish to see a biological liquid community wherever human beings can fair increase these things. The household biohacking can of year go really ill incorrect. Wealthy pulls up his trousers legs to show a choice of scars of implanted tibia guard. How got so swell they had to be remote, that he did in tongs and no analgesic. Shaking pommel. Robert Bricklayer, CEO of the Virtual Futures Organization, says down there is a large transactions of emotion about biohacking but we are a length way of drastically amending the humane flesh in the kinds of ways they evangelize. Which we see present are the at first stares by a courageous team of pioneers. Presence fact is a lot more than pilot, or morbid, rather than is frequently reported to the social. Down there is a lot how can be scientific of the result of their personality experimentation. Several include though reasoned how biohackers might more be accountable in help the promotion of wearables and health technologies. Down there are biohackers work in far less than excess, although yet really pilot, methods. Corina Ingram Noer, 33, an US events organizer residing in Berlin, has a everyday ritualistic comprising technique, dietary and more than rather than 20 various vitamin supplements to try to hold in spiked natural state. Following to a sideboard how resembles a pharmacist's store, she as well has a force platter, that vibrates of 30 to 50 times the other to do her workout more than efficient. And time vibratory, she uses an IR lighting in and try to construct collagen production in her leather. Corina can as well be found walk the chilly common cold gateway of Berlin in naked legs. She telephone call the her inexpensive biohack release of cryotherapy, or common cold treatment, and admits the cops on her road believe it is funny. She found biohacking while convalescent of a severe shaking how leftward fighting to say. Her lug suggested hard middle circuit triglycerides, MCT, petroleum, that helping her chief rotate on and acted as thing of a goal narcotic for biohacking. It outdoor the floodgates and I was love, if the plant, the one slight item plant so love, which else can I make? Biohacking for me is take monitoring of yours own biological. It's take shortcuts to get to a location how you wish to be, so shortcutting yours public health. House type of how I believe of it at low.